to our online Facebook party. I'm going to go over some of our product right now. Later in the evening I will post our online shopping site so you can look at specific product that you might be looking for, but I'll just show you a couple of our popular things right now. So Usborne Books and More has books from infants all the way up to your teenagers with some novels and some nonfiction books. So we'll start with our infant books, infant and toddler. A very popular series that we have is the That's Not My series. You can see I have That's Not My Goat, That's Not My Duck, That's Not My Angel. There's many books of this nature. So they're touchy-feely books. They have beautiful illustrations, and every page has a little sensory activity on it. It's very repetitive so that the children can hear the language over and over again. Infants and toddlers really like these books. They're very popular. Another popular book right now for infants and toddlers is the Noisy Book Collection. This one is Baby's very first big play book. You can see that they're somewhat touchy-feely. There's a peekaboo hole in them, flaps. It's very engaging, keeps the child interested. There's a lot to do. And it plays music. Another book that I think is a must-have for all infants and toddlers is My First Word book. I love the one from Usborne because it is a board book, so each page is durable for lots of handling, and we know that infants and toddlers just love pointing out objects and having you name them. The next section of books we're going to look at is for 3s, 4s, and 5-year-olds, so our preschool and kindergartners. We're going to start by looking at a popular book right now, which is the Muddle and Match book. This is also good for toddlers too. It's very interactive. You start with a page, and as you flip the pages, the pictures change. So it goes from a pirate to a cowboy, etc., to a knight, an astronaut, all of those. We also have another really interactive book. There's a mouse about the house, and I believe there's another one. There's a squirrel with a tail. It's very cool. The mouse comes out. It goes through the little hole in the book, and the child follows the little track all the way around to the end of the book. So the kids that I've shown this to have really enjoyed it so far. One book that I love and think is kind of a must-have is the Big Book of Little Stories. It is a collection book. It's nicely bound, very beautifully illustrated, and it has many of your classic stories in there, like Little Red Riding Hood and the Gingerbread Man, all of those. So I think that this one is just a wonderful book to have. One of the nonfiction books that I really like, they have books about animals, dogs, farm animals, all kinds of things. They have beautiful pictures in them of the dogs, and we like to see those real pictures of the animals for the children. It's informative, easy to read, and very nice. This is a popular book we have right now. There's two in this series. They're called Shine a Light books. They're informative books. This one is Secrets of the Apple Tree. So a child reads this book with a flashlight. And what they do is they read the book, hold the flashlight underneath the picture, and then you can see that there's an illustration that shines through. And then you can see that illustration on the second page. So this is just a really cool book. It's a great way to engage children. So the next age group I'd like to talk about is my elementary school age children. And there are many books available for elementary school children. One that I think is really nice is the Illustrated Dictionary, and actually there's also an illustrated encyclopedia that is beautiful too. So it's a great way for children to look up words. It's engaging. The artwork is very pretty, and it's a good resource book for children to have. The other elementary school book I'd like to share with you is the See Inside Your Body book. So this is really cool for children to learn about their bodies. It's got the flaps on it, so you open them up and it shows the muscle, the body parts. I remember just loving books like this when I was a child. There are lots of look inside books that they offer. This is another look inside book, Look Inside Mummies and Pyramids. So it's kind of like a history book with funny little things in it as well. And lastly, I want to talk about some of the activity books that are available for elementary school children. So this one is 100 Paper Planes. There's the 1001 Things to Spot in Fairyland, or this is Lots of Things to Spot at School book. They have activities. This one has stickers included in it. Usborne Books and More has lots of activity books available if you're interested in those kinds of things. Okay, lastly, I just want to touch a little bit on secondary school books. So we will look at some homework helpers. This one is really interesting. I probably could have used this when I was in school. The Illustrated Dictionary of Math. So it shows you pictures and explains to you what you're looking at. So ratio and proportion, shape, space, and measurements, all of those kinds of things. That's really cool. There's also some novels, and I like that there are some novels that might be popular amongst boys as well as girls. So this one's supposed to be a really popular series, The Last 13. This, I think, it is being made into a TV show or a movie, but either way, it's very popular with children right now. Probably one of the best sellers. There's some hardcover books, Conspiracy 365. I really like this book, Special Forces, because it's a nonfiction book. And it tells you how the Special Forces work. There's a whole series of a collection of books that are like this. Next, I want to talk about the Kane Miller books. So Kane Miller is a publishing house. That's the Moore and Usborne Books and More. And their books come from around the world. So they introduce children to a multitude of different books from around the world. So here's some Kane Miller books that are available. I know several of these books are from Australia. I guess I tend to like books from Australia. Cuddle Bears from England. This is a beautiful book that actually comes, you can purchase a plush bear that goes along with it. So the Kane Miller books are nice for kind of diversifying your selection. And then of course there's also some seasonal books available because the holidays are just around the corner. And lastly, I want to talk about ways that you can save money tonight by purchasing collections. So a collection is books in a series that come together. This series is called the Amy Wild series, Amy Wild Animal Talker. This is for beginner readers 7 and up, and it's just a series about a little girl who can talk to animals. Each book in the series is $4.99, but the series collection as a whole is $35.99, and there's 8 books in the series. So you can just save a little bit of money if you purchase series books. So I will leave you to look at the online site right now. If you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions or message me directly. Thanks.